everyone. Karen Carr here with Northern Atlanta Dream Homes with Keller Williams in Metro Atlanta. It has been a while and I'm sorry I fell off the wagon with the whole video thing, but now I am back with a vengeance. So today I'm going to talk about selling and buying at the same time. So let's say that you have a house, maybe it was your first house and now you've outgrown it, you've had a couple of kids and it's way too small, you need to upgrade to something larger. You can definitely sell and buy at the same time. It requires a lot of planning, so here are some tips to help it make it go a little bit smoother. First thing you want to do is get pre-approved for the mortgage from your lender. So you're going to go to the bank of your choice and tell them that you are going to sell your house, you want to buy a new one. You ideally have an idea of what kind of a profit you're going to make when you sell the existing house. So you'll know how much you have to put down on the next property. And the lender can tell you what kind of loan options are available to you. How much do you have to put down? What will the interest rate be? If you are approved for this much, this is how much your monthly payment's going to be. If you go higher, if you go lower, you can adjust your monthly payment accordingly. Then you want to get your house ready to put on the market. I have a ton of other blog posts about staging on the cheap, and by staging I don't mean hiring a professional stager to take all of your furniture out of the house and bring in their furniture. It's things that you need to do to make your house look showroom ready, and doesn't necessarily mean hiring a professional. A lot of these things you can do on your own. So I'm going to link a couple of those blog posts down below. Feel free to check those out if you need ideas. Hire a competent realtor who can help you. This person is going to tell you what your house should be able to sell for. Don't go with the Zillow's estimate or other online estimators. They are notoriously inaccurate and you will probably just be very disappointed. If Zillow tells you your house is worth $250 and the realtor tells you it's worth $200, you're going to be upset and mad. So hire somebody local who can give you accurate information. Get your house on the market. Start packing up the stuff that you don't need and maybe put it in storage now. I have one client who's doing this right now, and she put a lot of stuff in a storage unit, but when she buys her next house, she's going to be homeless for a couple of weeks. She's going to have to live with her mom and dad, and then what do you do with all your stuff? So get your storage unit lined up, or pods, or U-Haul has a version of pods now, and figure out where you can store all your stuff temporarily if the closings are not going to line up exactly right. If I were you, I would wait when you get offers coming in. If they offer to close in 30 days, that's awesome, but you might want to counter back and say, can you close in 60 days? Because I need to find a place to go. So if you can close in 60 days, then it will give you time to find your next property. And then ideally, you could close on house A, and then an hour later close on house B. Because if you use the same closing attorney, here in Georgia we use closing attorneys. If you're in escrow state, it would be the escrow company. If all of the money from the proceeds of the sale of your existing house are already there with the closing attorney or escrow company, then ideally you could close on the same day. So let's say you get an offer on your house, you counter back, you say let's do 50 days or 60 days, they agree. They have a specific number of days to do inspections to make sure that they are not getting any unwanted surprises with your house, that they know exactly what they're getting and the condition of it. If you need to fix anything, they've asked for repairs. And then if you've agreed, great, now we're past the inspection period. Then go out house hunting, because it really stinks to get an offer on your house, get it in contract, go out, find a new house, you write an offer on it, but it says, hey, my purchase is contingent upon this house selling, and if this person backs out, then I have to cancel on this house too. And now you've just spent money on a home inspection and an appraisal, and you end up having to cancel. So ideally, you wait for the person who's buying your house to do all of their inspections and maybe even for the appraisal to come back. So let's say that you are in contract at, $225 and the appraisal came in at $225, everything is good. If it came in at $220 and you have to negotiate, am I going to drop the price? Are they going to come in with the additional $5,000? Are we going to meet somewhere in the middle? Once you've hammered out all of those details, then you can go and find the next house. So until that point, I highly recommend only looking at houses online. Go out and drive around, look at the outside, make sure you like the neighborhood. You can try to narrow down where you want to be. If you already know the neighborhood that you want to be in, the school system, that's great. You can go drive by and look at the outside of these houses, but try to resist the temptation of making an offer on something new until the sale on the existing house is so solid that you're not worried you're going to have to cancel on the house that you're buying. So we talked about trying to line those up to close at the same time. If that's not possible, what if you go out house hunting and you don't find anything? Or you write offers and it's not accepted because whatever reason, it's a hot market, there were multiple offers, somebody else was willing to pay a lot more. You need to have a plan B. When your house closes, where are you going to live? So if you have a storage unit lined up, you can put all your stuff in storage. You can call one of these pods type companies that will put everything in the pod and then store it somewhere. If you can take the family and live in a Residence Inn or an Extended Stay America or Airbnb, something along those lines, or kind family members who will take you in, have a plan B. Do not wait until the last minute to make these arrangements, because that's where the stress comes in. Your stress level will go through the roof if you are worried you're going to be homeless. So make some plans early on in the process. And hopefully that was helpful, and best of luck to you. If you are looking to do this in the Metro Atlanta area, I'd be certainly willing to help you or put you in touch with somebody in your area if you're not around here, and help you find a great agent. Best of luck to you all.